All right, so welcome back. We're making the teddy bear now. Um, teddy bear, this one is actually sitting down. We can make it stand, we can make it say hi, we can make it dab, anything you want to. But I'm gonna make it I'll keep it simple. So if you want to modify it in any way, it's left to you. So we're making this teddy bear called, what should we call it? Mr. Chappy, haha. We call it Chappy. Okay, so we're making Chappy right now. Chappy is a boy. Okay, so depending on how big you want your teddy bear to be, mine is not going to be too big, it's going to be around this size. So I have this fondant about like a fist. So you need to pay attention to this. Now I'm going to share this fondant into 2 equal parts. At least try and make it equal. So I'm setting one down for the body of the teddy. So the second half in my hand, I'm going to share it into 2 again. I'm setting this down for the head. Now, this one is left in my hand again. I'm going to share it into 2 again. And one is going to be our 2 hands, the other is going to be our 2 legs. The Chappy's 2 hands, the Chappy's 2 legs. So I'm sharing this into 2. So one hand, and I'm sharing this into 2. One leg and the second leg. So if I arrange this for you here, it's already obvious that Chappy is on the way to construction. See that? Okay, so I'm going to start with the body. So you knead properly. Let me put this aside. Okay. Knead very well, because here you don't want to see the folds. So if you knead it very well and turn it in, you can easily hide the folds. Press it very well. If you press it very well, the folds will disappear. You see these folds here, you don't want it. So you can use your hand to pinch it together to make it disappear, and use your hand to press it into a ball. Okay. Press it. Okay. So I'm going to make it into what is called a teardrop shape. A teardrop shape is just like after you made a ball, then you make the top of the ball, sharper than the rest of the body, slimmer than the rest of it. So I just take the top of this and I put a little pressure at the top. So I have something like this. This is a teardrop shape. So so this is going to be like the neck. This is where the head is sitting, and I'm going to make it sit down. I'm going to press the body against the table. I'm going to push it against the table, so it will be like, it has a big belly. Chappy has a big belly, So I'm going to make Chappy belly really round and nice. So this is the front of my teddy. So I'm going to do another thing. I'm going to press the back. I'm going to put this thumb at the back and press it back a little, just a little, because I want Chappy's tummy to be really protruded the way he is in real life, So this is nice. So we have the body ready. Simple. All right, so I have a little white fondant here. I'm going to make like a round circle here on Chappy's big belly, just to make it look more like a teddy bear. If you have your own teddy bear design you want to do, you don't have to follow mine exactly. You can make your own. But I'm making this design because this is how Chappy really looks in real life. Okay, so I'm making this flat. I don't need it to be thick for any reason, so I'm making paper thin. Okay, so I'm going to make an oval shape. I'm going to place right here. I have an oval cutter here, but I think this is way too big, so I'm not going to use this oval cutter. So if you have an oval cutter or you have anything that's oval shape, you can use it to cut it out. But since I don't have one, I'll just use my blade and use my free hand. But if you can't use your free hand, you look for something that is oval and use it to cut the shape out. Okay. So I have this size. Let me check if this is okay for Chappy's belly. It's a bit too big, so I'm going to still trim it out a little. I have something called a threader. It's part of my modeling tools. If you have this, you can just use it to create, it's called threading. So it looks as if cloth was sewn. You know, the sewing, the parts where you see the threading of your cloth. This is used to make that pattern. So let's just thread it. Fine. So I'm going to add a little water to gum this to Chappie's belly. Okay. Not too much water, just enough for it to stick. So have this. Okay. Okay, so I have this. Okay, so next I'm going to work on the head. I'm working on the head now because I want it to be a bit dry and firm before I actually place it to the body. Okay, so I'm kneading as usual, folding in, and I'm pressing it very well. If you press it really well, the fold disappears. If you don't press it enough, and I also pinch where the fold is really opening up. I just use my hand and pinch it together. Then I rub in my palm. And sometimes if your cracks are not just going, just make sure you put the cracks where it's not going to show eventually, probably at the back or where something else is going to cover it. Okay, so this is fair enough. I have a sphere shape. Okay, so this is going to be our head, or Chappie's head rather. Okay, so the things I need to make on this head, I need to make the nose stroke mouth area. I need to make the ears, or you can make him wear a bow tie on his neck if you want to make him a bit more formal. Okay, so I have a little white ball in my hand, so I'm going to press this in my palm. I'm going to press it just to make it like say oval shape now. It's not totally round, it's a bit wide than round. I don't really need any cutter for this. Just press it in your palm, press the center so you curve it in a little. Okay, so I have something like this shape in my palm. If I want to make it bigger, I just need to use my finger to push it. Okay, I think this is enough. So I'm going to put this here. So this will handle where the nose and the mouth will be. So I'm going to put a little water to gum it. Not so much water. Always remember to dab your brush. Okay. So that's the mouth and the nose area. So I can use like the bottom of my brush here, or you can use a modeling tool to form where the eyes are going to be. I'll just put two holes right here, one here and one here. Then the nose will be somewhere here. Just spread this out a little where the nose is going to poke out from. Then the mouth is right here. So I'm going to use a piping tip to form the mouth. I know everybody has the regular piping tip. So I'll just take it from one side to the other. Make sure Chappie is smiling. Chappie is a happy guy. He's always smiling. So make sure Chappie is smiling. Make sure he's not frowning. So we have the, you know, that is it a U curve now? We have the smiley Chappie. So I'm also going to make a space for the ears. He has small ears. Okay, so this is where the ears are going to be in. Okay, so I'm going to make the ears now. So press it so it's kind of flat in my hand like that. So I'm going to press the center. Okay, I'll just use the end of my brush to make like make the center a bit deeper. Can you see that? So I'm going to cut this into two to make the ears. Just cut it into two. So you can see that, right? So you have one ear and the other ear. So I'm going to put a little water where I made this little depth here so that the ear can stay right inside. If you're making your own Chappie ears bigger, then you can actually use a wire to secure the ear and the head so that it doesn't keep falling off. So I just add a little water here and I'm placing one ear here and the other ear here. Okay, nice and secure. You see from here, it's already looking so cute. This guy is a cute guy. Okay, so I'm going to use a little black fondant for the nose and the eyes. Okay, so I have a tiny little fondant in my hand. I'm going to take a very tiny bit of black fondant here and make a tiny little ball. Okay, I'm going to place this ball right in the hole where we made for the eye. You don't want the eye protruding, you want the eye inside the hole. You don't want to give him extraordinarily large eyes. You want the eyes inside the hole. So I make the hole a bit deeper so this eye can fit right in. Yes, that's one eye, and this is the second eye. Okay, so we have the two eyes. So the nose is going to be slightly bigger than the eyes. So I roll it in my palm and I put the nose right there. Okay, so we have a lovely smiling Chappy. So in about 5 minutes, we're going to secure Chappy's head to Chappy's body. So what I do again is this this neck is slightly rounded, so I want to make it flat so that the head can sit on it comfortably. And I'm also going to use a skewer to secure the head to the body so you don't have the head falling out at any time. So another thing you can do is, instead of cutting a little bit of this flat, you can slant it to one side so that Chappy's head is slanted to the side. Or you want it slanted to the side, or you want it up, or you want it down, however you want it. So let's slant his head to one side. He's a sweet guy, so he's always like, So I'm going to slant it to this side. Okay. So when we put this here, you can see it's slightly slanted. But I'm going to set this down for now. I'm going to work on the arms and the legs. I'm going to make a little finger shape. Okay, just in my palm. And just make this shape right here. I don't want it to be too long, so making like a small finger. And the second one too. Since the fondant is equal, so it's easy to make the legs equal. So I think this is fairly equal. Okay, I think I'll also make it a bit longer, tiny little bit longer. Okay, so this is good. These are going to be the legs. So this are going to wrap around Chappy's body. Now you want to give it the feet. But I'm just going to pinch this part like that, and this one is coming on this side. So I'm going to pinch up here like that. So I'm going to put a little water to gum it together. Okay, so you wrap this here and you wrap this here. Always make sure that your work is symmetrical. It's important. Okay, so Chappy is getting in shape. Yeah. So the next thing, you want the arms, or should we put the head in? Okay, let's put the head in. So I have a short skewer stick here. So as usual, I don't push my skewer in, I screw it in. I'm going to screw this in. Actually, because we want Chappy's head to be slanted, I'm not going to screw it in here straight. I'm going to slant this here first, all the way to the ground. And I'm going to add a little water here so that apart from the stick holding it, it's also glued together, so it's more secure that way. So I'm going to press this in. You don't want the skewer coming out, so it shouldn't be too long. So let me see. Nice, cute guy. Okay, so the head is secure now, so the arms can go on. So I have the fondant I preserved for the arms. I'm going to knead it very well. Now these arms are going to be a bit longer than the legs. Okay, let me do something different with this. Let me not make you just hold this flower here. I want one hand to be up and the other hand to be on the body. So for the hand that is up, I'm just going to basically do the same thing I did for the legs. Just make sure you press it very well, no cracks. Then make it into a finger shape. And this it can be like this, you know. As it's like this, it could be holding something. And the other arm. And this one, we want this one to wrap around from the back to the front like this, like he's holding something in his chest. We can just pinch here a little to show that he has fingers. Okay, and the other arm is going to stand like this. So this is looking cute already. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little water here. This is really fun, isn't it? This is so cute. Okay. So I press this against the body and that is secure. So I'm going to use you can use a wire for this, you can use a toothpick, you can use a ski wire, anything you want just to secure this right here. I have a short 18 gauge wire here, so I'm going to screw this in like halfway. Okay, so I'm going to add a little water to make sure it sticks apart from the wire holding it. And you can actually allow this to dry up a bit so that it's lighter in weight before actually, putting it in the body. But for the sake of just showing you, I'm not going to bother with that. So I'm just putting this right in. So you have him one head to one side and saying, yay! And okay, let's put the gift on his hand. Let him carry like a heart shape. The guy is a sweet guy, so let me look for a red fondant to make a heart right there. If you have a heart cutter, you can use a heart cutter, but I have a small mold here that I can use. So let's put Crisco to make sure it comes out clean. Okay, so okay, I have a tiny heart right here. I'm gonna have a heart here. Isn't this just so cute? So let me see your own version of Chappy on the group chat. Make your hashtag Chappy. So you're gonna make it, you can make yours masculine, you can make it feminine, you can change the color, but please don't use any scary color. Please just use 2 colors. Preferably if the body is dark, the white part is a lighter shade of color. Don't use anything too odd. It's a teddy bear, we don't want it to be scary. So there you go, that's how you make a simple teddy bear. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. So see you for the next lesson, which is going to be making baby booties. So Chappy is in position with his friends.